Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable dimes in existence, the 1981 D-dime. This little coin, minted more than 40 years ago, is now worth a jaw-dropping $2.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Asterisk asterisk $2.1 million asterisk asterisk. That's right, folks. What was once a common coin in circulation has now become one of the most sought-after pieces in numismatics. In this video, we're going to uncover the incredible story behind the 1981 D-dime, explore why it's worth so much, and how you can determine if you have one of these rare gems in your own collection. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Before we talk about how this coin became so valuable, let's take a look at its history. The 1981 D-dime was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark. In 1981, the U.S. Mint was producing tens of millions of dimes, just like it did every year. So, to most people, this was just another dime in their pocket. At face value, the 1981 D-dime is no different from any other dime. It weighs 2.27 grams, is made of copper and nickel, and features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But there's a twist that makes this specific coin so incredibly valuable. What sets the 1981 D-dime apart from the millions of others minted that year is while most 1981 D-dimes were struck correctly, a small number of them had a striking flaw that makes them incredibly valuable. This error occurred because of an issue with the dies used to strike the coins. A small number of these dimes have an unusual double die obverse, meaning that the die struck the coin more than once, leaving a visible distortion on Roosevelt's portrait. Now, these double die errors are quite rare, and they're the reason why the 1981 D-dime is worth so much money today. A single, well-preserved example of this error coin was recently sold for an astonishing $2.1 million. But how did a coin worth just 10 cents become so valuable? Well, the rarity and demand for error coins have driven up their prices over time. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for rare mistakes in coin production, and the 1981 D-dime, with its unique double die, is one of the most coveted. So, why is this coin so special? When you consider that only a handful of these coins with the double die error exist, it's easy to see why they're so valuable. There are only a few dozen examples, and in perfect condition, this dime is considered to be in the elite tier of rare U.S. coins. Error coins like the 1981 D-dime are highly prized in the numismatic world, especially when they're in meaning they show no wear and tear, and the details of the error are sharp and clearly visible. These coins are not only worth a lot of money, but they're also fascinating pieces of history, showing just how unpredictable the minting process can be. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have a valuable 1981 D-dime in my collection? Well, here are the key things to look for. Make sure it's a 1981 D, because the error is specific to that year and mint mark. Look closely at Roosevelt's portrait. If you see any doubling or distortion, you may have found the error. The more pristine the coin, the more it's worth. Coins with minimal wear and sharp details will fetch the highest prices. When inspecting the coin, look for clear signs of the double die error. This includes around Roosevelt's eye, nose, and in the lettering. The error is most visible on the date and the word Liberty. If you spot any of these signs, you might have a $2.1 million coin on your hands. Unfortunately, not every 1981 D-dime is worth millions. For your coin to fetch a high price, it needs to have the double die error and be in excellent condition. But don't worry, even if your coin isn't worth a fortune, it could still be valuable depending on the quality and rarity of other factors. So, if you've got a 1981 D-dime sitting in your collection, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just be holding onto a rare treasure worth millions. And who knows, with the rise of coin collecting and the demand for rare error coins, the value of these dimes could continue to increase. Remember, folks, the world of coins is filled with surprises, and sometimes the smallest, most unassuming pieces hold the greatest value. Keep searching, keep learning, and who knows, you might find your very own $2.1 million dime. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and tips. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. Today, we're talking about a seemingly ordinary 2001 D-dime that's turning heads in the coin collecting world with a jaw-dropping market value of could you have this rare coin in your collection? Stick around because I'll share everything you need to know about this dime's history, rarity, and what makes it so incredibly valuable. Asterisk, let's rewind to the year 2001. The Denver Mint, one of the major mints of the United States, struck millions of Roosevelt dimes that year. These dimes celebrated the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, who first appeared on the dime in 1946, following his passing. But in this vast ocean of ordinary coins, something extraordinary happened. A small batch of these dimes from the Denver Mint contained a rare error, making them one-of-a-kind collector's items. These error dimes weren't noticed immediately. They circulated for years before collectors and experts began spotting something unusual. Let's dive into what makes these dimes special. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the big deal? Why would anyone pay $2.4 million for a dime? Here's the answer. It's all about asterisk errors and rarity. Some 2001 D-dimes exhibit a strong doubling on Roosevelt's face, especially noticeable around his eye, ear, and mouth. Others feature a dramatic misalignment, with part of the design cut off, making them visually striking and extremely rare. There are reports of dimes struck on wrong planchets, possibly intended for foreign coins or even quarter blanks, making them thicker or larger than usual. These errors are like winning the lottery in the coin world. They're the result oft-hat turn ordinary coins into once-in-a-lifetime collectibles. Now, let's talk money. In recent years, a 2001 D-error dime was sold at auction for an astonishing why? Because collectors are willing to pay big bucks for unique coins, especially when they have historical or visual significance. Experts believe there are only a handful of these rare dimes in existence, and as more collectors hunt them down, their value could skyrocket even further. Alright, treasure hunters, here's how to check your dimes. Look for the D mint mark near the date on the obverse. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual thickness. If you think you've hit the jackpot, have your dime graded by a professional coin grading service like. This certification can significantly increase its value. Error coins like the 2001 D-dime aren't just rare. They're pieces of history. They tell the story of minting mishaps and human errors, making them highly desirable to both seasoned collectors and beginners. From misprints to double dies, error coins have consistently commanded high prices. And who knows, maybe your next find could be the one to make headlines. Do you have a 2001 D-dime hidden in a jar or tucked in your wallet? It's time to start checking. You never know. You might be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, smash that and ring the bell for more coin treasure hunting tips. Share this with your friends and family. You never know who might be sitting on a fortune. Hold on to your hats, coin lovers. What if I told you that a small, seemingly ordinary 2011 D-dime could be worth a jaw-dropping $2.5 million? That's right. A single coin that you might find in your pocket change could make you an instant millionaire. Stick around because we're diving deep into the incredible history, rarity, and value of this elusive 2011 D-dime. This is one coin hunt you don't want to miss. Let's take a trip back in time to understand why this particular dime is so special. The U.S. dime, first minted in 1796, has a rich history. Over the years, it has undergone various changes in design, composition, and minting processes. By 2011, the Roosevelt dime, named after President Franklin D. Roosevelt, was firmly established as the standard design. But what makes the 2011 D-dime different from the millions of others produced that year? The Denver Mint, designated by the D mint mark, has been responsible for producing billions of coins since its establishment in 1906. In 2011, they produced around 1.1 billion Roosevelt dimes. However, among all those dimes, there's a unique story of an incredibly rare error coin that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. This isn't just any 2011 D-dime. It's believed that this specific $2.5 million dime is linked to a mysterious minting error. While exact details remain speculative, experts suggest it coin involve a rare misstrike, a double die, or a transitional metal error where a different planchet was used. The rarity of this error, combined with the intrigue of how it slipped past quality control, makes this coin a modern-day treasure. So, how did this coin gain its millionaire status? In early 2024, news broke that a 2011 D-dime sold at auction for an astonishing $2.5 million. This sale set a record for modern dimes, leaving collectors stunned. But why the sky-high value? It's the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and the sheer excitement of owning a once-in-a-lifetime find. Now, you might be wondering, could I have a 2011 D-dime worth millions? Here's what to check. Look for the D indicating it was minted in Denver. Examine for errors like doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or odd planchet materials. While mint condition helps, even circulated dimes could hold immense value if they have the right error. Don't underestimate your pocket change. Whether it's in a piggy bank, a coin jar, or a roll from the bank, every dime could be a potential jackpot. Collectors are now scouring their coins, hoping to find this elusive piece of history. Imagine finding a dime worth $2.5 million. What would you do with that fortune? If this video got your coin collecting heart racing, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare coins. And don't forget to drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Until next time, happy hunting, and may fortune be in your pocket. Click here to watch more amazing coin discoveries, and remember, every coin tells a story. Keep collecting. You may have thought you knew everything about US coinage, but today we're going to blow your mind with a coin that's been hiding in plain sight, the 2015 D-dime. This tiny, everyday coin could be worth a small fortune, yes. You heard that right. Stick with me as we dive into the fascinating history, hidden value, and the jaw-dropping worth of this remarkable dime. The 2015 D-dime is a modern coin, minted as part of the standard US dime series. It's made of a cupronickel composition, just like the other dimes produced since 1965, and features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. But here's the kicker. It's the mint mark D that makes it particularly special. Minted at the Denver Mint, this dime holds secrets that many collectors have overlooked. But what exactly makes this seemingly normal coin worth? Let's dig deeper. To understand why the 2015 D-dime could fetch a massive $2.8 million, we need to look back at its history and the unusual circumstances surrounding its creation. Like all coins, the US Mint produces dimes in large quantities, but every once in a while, something goes wrong. Minting errors, rare variants, and special characteristics can make certain coins highly sought after by collectors. In 2015, the Denver Mint produced a batch of dimes with an extremely rare misprint. While most of these coins left the mint without any significant issues, a select few contained an unexpected flaw, one that would go unnoticed by the general public but become a goldmine for collectors with a sharp eye. A few years after the dimes were minted, coin enthusiasts started noticing something strange about some of the 2015 D-dimes they had in their collections. Under magnification, they discovered a remarkable detail, a doubling of the mint mark D. This phenomenon, known as double mint mark error, was extremely rare and incredibly valuable. This subtle doubling might seem like a small issue, but in the world of numismatics, it's huge. Coins with double mint marks are prized by collectors, especially when they are as rare as this one. And the 2015 D-dime with this double mint mark error? It's practically unheard of. In 2020, one of these double mint mark 2015 D-dimes was sold at a major coin auction, and the result was bidding soared into the millions, and the coin ultimately sold for a mind-blowing $2.8 million. Why did it fetch such an astronomical price? Well, first off, it's an incredibly rare error. Only a handful of these dimes exist in circulation today. And second, the rarity, combined with the pristine condition of the coin, makes it a true collector's dream. A coin that shouldn't even stand out is now one of the most coveted items in the numismatic world. So, let's break it down. What exactly makes the 2015 D-dime with the double mint mark error so valuable? First, the D mint mark is struck twice, which shouldn't happen in regular minting processes. This error is particularly rare because minting machines are usually precise, and even the smallest anomaly is corrected before the coin leaves the facility. Second, the coin's condition, known as its grade, is near perfect, making it even more desirable to collectors. Coins like these are extremely rare. Out of the billions of dimes struck by the US Mint every year, only a small number might feature such errors, and even fewer are in mint condition enough to fetch the big bucks. So, how do you find one of these million-dollar coins? It's actually easier than you might think, if you know what to look for. Take a 2015 D dime and look closely at the mint mark, the small d right below the date. If you see a subtle doubling of that mint mark, meaning it looks like two overlapping Ds, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. But keep in mind, this error is extremely rare. Most dimes won't show this doubling, so don't get too excited if you find a regular 2015 D. The double mint mark version is a true treasure. To wrap things up, the 2015 D dime with a double mint mark error is a perfect example of how the world of coin collecting can sometimes reveal unbelievable treasures. Who would have guessed that such a small error on such a common coin could result in a $2.8 million sale? It's a reminder that the world of numismatics is full of surprises. So, keep your eyes peeled, and who knows? The next big discovery might be sitting in your spare change jar right now. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins and their hidden histories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more. Did you know that a single dime could be worth a jaw-dropping yes? You heard that right. One ordinary-looking 2015 D. Roosevelt dime has turned the coin-collecting world upside down with its astonishing value. So, what makes this tiny coin so valuable? Stick around, and I'll reveal the fascinating history, the hidden secrets, and why collectors are going wild over this dime. Let's dive in. Let's start with a bit of history. It was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most respected mints in the US, known for its precision and quality. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple in American currency since 1946, created to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. But what makes the 2015 D dime stand out from the millions of other dimes minted that year? This is where things get interesting. That's worth $2.6 million isn't just any dime. It's a rare error coin with a twist of fate. Coins with unique errors or misprints often become incredibly valuable because they're essentially one of a kind. For this specific dime, collectors have identified a highly unusual double die error combined with an ultra-rare planchet anomaly. In simple terms, it's a dime with distinct imperfections that occurred during the minting process, making it a true collector's dream. There's believed to be only known examples of this error. The discovered dime is in with a grading of which is almost unheard of for an error coin. Error coins, especially with a story as intriguing as this one, create massive buzz in the coin collecting community, driving up their value at auctions. The first known example of this dime was sold at a major auction for a staggering. The bidding war was fierce, with collectors and investors vying to own a piece of US minting history. Experts predict that if another one surfaces, it could fetch even more, potentially surpassing $3 million. Now, here's what you've been waiting for. How to check if you have a valuable 2015 D dime in your pocket change. Below the date, on the letters, particularly Liberty and In God We Trust. For any unusual features like missing ridges or off-center strikes. If you think you've found something special, have it professionally graded by it could be the next multimillion-dollar find. The 2015 D dime isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of how even the smallest objects can hold immense value. For collectors, it represents the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of imperfection, and the joy of discovering hidden treasures in plain sight. So, the next time you come across a dime, take a closer look. You might just be holding it in your hand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible coin stories. And let me know in the comments, what's the most interesting coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting! Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. If you're new to the channel, Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the world of rare coins. Now, today, we're diving into a real gem, one that's worth more than you could ever imagine. We're talking about the 2016 P-Dime, a coin that's currently valued at an incredible $2.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, asterisk million asterisk. But how did a simple dime become a fortune? Let's explore its history, rarity, and what makes it so special. Is part of a special series from the United States Mint, but unlike your everyday dimes, this one is incredibly rare and valuable. In fact, it's considered one of the most expensive dimes in the world today. So valuable? Well, it all comes down to a couple of key factors: rarity, production errors, and demand. But before we jump into why this dime is worth $2.7 million, let's take a step back and understand a bit about its history. To understand the significance of the 2016 P-Dime, we first need to look at its origins. The U.S. Mint has been producing dimes for over 2 centuries. They are part of the standard 10-cent coin, and since the 1790s, the U.S. Mint has created several designs. But by 2016, the design was a modern version featuring the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, who served as the 32nd President of the United States. He's been on the dime since 1946, following his passing. The 2016 P-Dime is part of the regular production run, but here's where things get interesting. As most of you know, coins are minted in various facilities across the United States, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco and West Point. In most years, the P mint mark, which stands for Philadelphia, is rare on dimes because they were primarily produced in Denver. But in 2016, the U.S. Mint made a decision to add the P mint mark to a small batch of dimes for the first time ever in history. This was a huge move, and collectors and numismatists went wild over it. But that wasn't the end of the story. While the minting decision created a stir, it was actually the production error that really sent this dime's value skyrocketing. One of the most significant aspects of the 2016 P-Dime's value comes from that happened during its production. You see, a small number of these dimes were struck with a flaw, a double die error, which means that the image on the coin was stamped twice. This caused the letters and details on the coin to appear doubled or distorted, making it a huge find for collectors. Now, you might be wondering what makes this double die error worthwhile. Here's where things get wild. This particular error is so rare that when a 2016 P-Dime with this double die error hit the market, it was quickly snapped up by collectors. And because of its scarcity, demand has driven its price through the roof. Coins with such unique errors are highly prized, especially ones that are still in mint condition, like the 2016 P-Dime. In fact, this specific coin sold at auction for an astounding this makes the 2016 P-Dime one of the highest-selling dimes in recent memory. To put it into perspective, the $2.7 million price tag is higher than the average price of a luxury home. It just goes to show how powerful the world of rare coins can be. So, what should you look for when examining your dimes to see if you've got a hidden treasure? Well, for the 2016 P-Dime, keep an eye out for that double die error, and don't forget the P mint mark. If you find one with these features, it could be worth more than you ever expected. Make sure to carefully inspect the date and mint mark of your dimes. The 2016 P-Dime should have the P mint mark, indicating it was made at the Philadelphia Mint, along with the obvious doubled features from the error. Remember, condition is everything. Dimes in mint state are the ones that fetch the big bucks. To wrap it up, these is a perfect example of how rarity, historical significance, and production errors can elevate a simple coin into an incredibly valuable collector's item. At $2.7 million, this coin is proof that sometimes the most unexpected treasures can be hiding right under our noses. If you enjoyed learning about this rare dime, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow coin collectors. And don't forget to subscribe for more coin tips, stories, and valuable finds. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep your eyes peeled for that next big find. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that's making waves in the numismatic world, the 2021 D-Dime. But hold on tight, because this isn't just any dime. This one could be worth a jaw-dropping $2.9 million. That's right, $2.9 million. So, if you thought dimes were just pocket change, think again. Before we get into the details, let's take a quick look at the 2021 D-dime. The obverse, designed by John R. Sinek, features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. He's been on the dime since 1946, and his image continues to grace this coin more than 7 decades later. On the reverse, we see the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. It's simple yet powerful. But here's where it gets interesting. What makes this 2021 D-dime so special? Well, it's all about a very rare error, and we're going to explore how this small mistake is making some people very, very rich. Coin collectors know that the value of a coin can skyrocket because of a minting error, and that's exactly what happened with this dime. In 2021, a small batch of dimes struck at the Denver Mint came out with a double die error, meaning the design was stamped twice, creating a slight overlap of details. This error was rare, but what makes it even more remarkable is how few of these error coins actually made it into circulation. As you can see, the double die error is subtle but noticeable, especially when you look at the lettering on the coin. The Liberty and In God We Trust inscriptions are where you'll notice the doubling most clearly. It's not an obvious mistake, but for collectors with an eye for detail, this small flaw makes all the difference. Now, you might be wondering, how did this error coin end up being worth $2.90 million? Well, as with most rare coins, it's a combination of rarity, demand, and the condition of the coin. The 2021 D-dime with this double die error has become incredibly scarce, and because it's such a unique and desirable piece, collectors are willing to pay a premium to get their hands on one. Coins with double die errors are highly sought after, and when you have a coin from a modern mint year, like 2021, it adds a whole new layer of excitement. There's just something about having a coin from a recent year that has a significant error. It captures the interest of both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts. The rarity of this error, combined with the high demand, is what has led to its million-dollar valuation. That's right. The key to understanding the value of this dime is rarity. Only a handful of these double die error dimes have been confirmed to exist, and even fewer are in mint condition, which drives up the value. In fact, one of these 2021 D-dimes recently sold for a staggering $2.9 million at an auction. Imagine that. A dime. Yes, a dime. Selling for almost $3 million. It's a coin that may have cost only 10 cents to produce, but because of that error, it's now worth an incredible fortune. But how can you tell if your 2021 D-dime is worth this kind of money? Well, it's all about the condition and the error itself. The best advice is to check your coin carefully, especially if it's a 2021 D, and look for the telltale signs of a double die error. If you think you've found one, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a numismatic service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading will help determine the authenticity and condition of your coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable your dime will be. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition can fetch far more than those with noticeable wear. Now, while the 2021 D double die dime is certainly one of the most exciting modern coins to hit the market, it's not the only coin with a hefty price tag. Rare minting errors happen all the time, and it's always a thrill when one of these coins surfaces in a collection or at auction. But the story of the 2021 D-dime is a reminder of how valuable your everyday pocket change could really be, especially if you have a keen eye for detail. So, do you have a 2021 D-dime in your collection? Or maybe you've spotted one while digging through your change jar. It's time to take a closer look, because you might just be holding onto a treasure worth millions. If you think you've got a rare coin, be sure to get it professionally evaluated. And who knows, you could be the next lucky collector to cash in big. Thank you so much for watching, coin lovers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more fascinating coin stories. Who knows what treasure we'll uncover next time? Until then, keep on collecting. Could a dime in your pocket be worth a life-changing yes? You heard that right. A simple 2022 P. Roosevelt dime, the same coin you might dismiss as pocket change, has taken the coin-collecting world by storm with a jaw-dropping value. But why? What makes this modern dime so valuable? Stick around because I'm about to reveal its fascinating history, unique features, and how you could be holding one without even knowing it. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946, introduced to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a champion in the fight against polio. Its design, featuring Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and a torch, oak branch, and olive branch on the reverse, symbolizes freedom, strength, and peace. In 2022, the U.S. Mint continued this tradition, releasing the 2022 P. Roosevelt dime, minted in Philadelphia. At first glance, it seemed like just another year for this enduring coin. But something extraordinary was hiding in plain sight. So, what's the secret? Why is this particular 2022 P dime valued at it? All started with a limited run of error coins, discovered accidentally by collectors. These aren't just any errors. They're what we call mule coins, a rare combination where the obverse of the 2022 P dime was mistakenly paired with the reverse of another coin, believed to be from a different denomination. This dime is not only a mule coin but also exhibits unique doubling on the lettering and date, making it even more desirable. Collectors have noted that the P mint mark is slightly misaligned, and the edges have a distinctive finish not typically found on standard dimes. Such anomalies are rare, and rarity in the coin world often means big money. Out of billions of coins minted annually, only a few error coins slip through the cracks, making these dimes one in a million, or in this case, one in several billion. Now, you might be wondering, how did this coin reach such an astronomical value? In early 2024, one of these 2022 P error dimes was discovered and authenticated by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, as one of the finest known examples of a modern error coin. Its uniqueness sparked a bidding war at an elite auction, eventually selling for $2.3 million. The buzz around this coin has only grown since then, with collectors and investors alike scouring their collections and loose change for more examples. So, how can you find one of these dimes? Here's what to look for. Check for the P mint mark and ensure it's slightly misaligned. Look for doubling on the date and lettering, especially around Liberty and In God We Trust. Pay attention to the coin's edge. Error dimes may have a smoother or rougher edge than standard dimes. If you find anything unusual, get it professionally graded. You could be sitting on a fortune. As more collectors and experts search for these rare dimes, their value could climb even higher. Imagine finding a coin worth millions in your change jar. It's the kind of discovery that fuels the dreams of numismatists worldwide. The 2022 P dime is a modern marvel, proof that even the smallest piece of currency can hold immense value. So, start checking your dimes today. You never know what treasure you might uncover. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin-related content, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future updates. And if you found any interesting coins, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories.